Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman, and this is my midnight movie review for the third of the Asylum films, 2012 Zombie Apocalypse. I like this film. Okay. Like someone pointed out, someone was nice enough to point out that usually Asylum films don't have the greatest effects. The CGI sometimes looks bad. But this is a zombie film. We're not talking about the greatest the greatest subject ever. I mean, yes, there are other movies that do have really cool zombies. This does have CGI. The CGI isn't the best, but you do get Ving Rhames, you do get Taryn Manning. The story is there. Let's take a look at this now. First of all, I think this is the one of the three that I actually really like the cover on, because you got the survivors down here. You kind of got this ghostly face in the background, even though this again doesn't appear in the movie. It just kind of looks cool. The back, you got Ving Rhames, Taryn Manning over here. No, yeah, that's Taryn Manning. It's a decent film. Let's see, it's got the original widescreen presentation. It's 5.1 surround, also 2.0 stereo. The making of, a gag reel, and trailers. Again, it doesn't have the greatest amount of extras, but it's a good movie. It's the uncut, unrated version. So here's the synopsis on the back of the DVD. Months after a zombie plague has wiped out 90% of the American population, a small group of survivors fight their way cross-country to a rumored refugee on the island of Catalina. This is basically a really cool kind of survivor movie. I really dug it. It's not the worst acting. You get Ving Rhames, you get Taryn Manning. People do die. Zombies do die. The blood, I remember seeing like one of the zombies die, and you could tell that it's like CGI blood. But I was actually able to look past that just because it was a zombie film. I mean, I've seen worse. Zombie Diaries, just to mention one. I mean, that thing was awful. This there's like one or two scenes where the color correction doesn't quite look right. Other than that, I really can't rip on this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Now, that's me. I mean, I have kind of a twisted view of things, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ending was really cool. I didn't expect it to end the way it did. Actually, I wasn't quite. It's not that I didn't expect it to end the way it did. I just wasn't sure how they were going to end the movie. It gets down to that last 2 minutes, and you're going, nothing's been really resolved yet. You're just not quite sure. The resolution does fall into place. So however they resolve it, it does fall into place. It's just an overall fun movie. It's definitely a popcorn movie. This is one of those movies where if you got a cold and you don't want to really get out of bed and you just want to watch something, this is one of those afternoons, man. You throw in Zombie Apocalypse 2012. I have no complaints about the story. I mean, the other two movies I was saying that these things needed to be defined a little bit more, but there's not really a whole much to define here. It's a zombie film. There are these survivors who find a few other survivors. They join up. They cross the country, and along the way they try to avoid being bit or being gorged upon by zombies. Pick a zombie film. That's pretty much the story. So yeah, check this out. I'm gonna give this man, 2 3/4 chainsaws. It's almost a 3 chainsaw movie. You know? So, that's my review. I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I am on the